Greetings, you ancient crabs. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Graham, and welcome to the Crack-a-Pack here on LRRMTG. Follow the channel, please. Today, we're opening a pack of Amonkhet that was given to us by Justin Lake from Syracuse, New York. Thank you, Justin. I just want to make sure you get your ASMR value there. We begin with Djaru's Resolve. I think that's how you pronounce it. You know, I've never actually... I don't know that I've ever said this out loud. A single white mana. For an instant, untap target creature, prevent all damage that would be dealt to it this turn, or cycling for 2. Alright, I forgot cycling was in this set until just now. Naga Oracle is next. 3 and a blue for a 2/4 Naga Cleric. When Naga Oracle enters the battlefield, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put any number of them back into your... put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest back on top of your library in any order. Any order at all. You get to choose. You have that right. He said, carefully not actually slapping the table that the microphone is directly attached to, but instead saying slap really loudly right into the microphone. Look, I'm trying. Not as hard as I could be, but, you know, I'm trying. Next, Cartouche of Zeal. A single red mana for an enchantment aura cartouche, of which there are 5. Enchant creature you control. When Cartouche of Zeal enters the battlefield, target creature can't block this turn, and enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and haste. The cartouches were pretty good. The cartouches and the trials interacted, right? You could play a trial, and then whenever you played a cartouche, you could return the trials to your hand. It was a whole thing. This one was just fun in aggressive decks. You could really just zoom, really get in there. Sparring Mummy. 3 and a white for a 3/3 zombie. When Sparring Mummy enters the battlefield, untap target creature. The white focused, I guess it was white-black, zombie deck honestly wasn't bad. Being able to untap some stuff, it was, you know, it's not exciting, but it could do some things. I need to come up with a better way of describing Magic cards that are simply mediocre, but that I like. Unburden is next. I don't like this one. So there. 1 black, target player discards 2 cards, cycling 2. Yeah, it's Mine Rod that you can cycle. Sure. Shed Weakness. I too keep buying too many small structures to store garden tools in. I have a major shed weakness. Thank you for coming. It's been a pleasure. I understand that you'll be unsubscribing now, and worth it. I'll miss you, though. Shed Weakness is a single... Oh, heck. Shed Weakness is a single green mana for an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. You may remove a -1/-1 counter from it. That was, by the way, that was my favorite deck in this format. The green-black -1/-1 counters deck. Love it. Luxa River Shrine. 3 mana artifact. 1 and tap. You gain a life. You put a brick counter on the shrine. Or tap it. You gain 2 life, but you can only do that if it's got 3 brick counters on it already. You gotta build it first. You gotta build the shrine, and then you can use the shrine to gain some life. This was like the least interesting one that used brick counters. Brick counters. Brick counters. That's challenging to say aloud. Brick counters. It has an awkward... I'm not a linguist, so I don't know the word for it, but like that passage of air between brick and counters is... I don't like it. Nor do I like that card, so it all thematically works. Next is Horror of the Broken Lands. It's the weird head guy. 4 and a black for a 4/4 horror 4/4 horror. Whenever you cycle or discard another card, Horror of the Broken Lands gets +2/+1 until end of turn, and you cycle this for a single black. Yeah, cool. All right, very playable in the cycling deck. Evolving Wilds. It does the Evolving Wilds thing. Thanks, Evolving Wilds. Always nice to have you. Hoodie B. It's our old friend Hooded Brawler. 2 and a green for a 3/2 Naga Warrior. You may exert Hooded Brawler as it attacks. When you do, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. As a reminder, text, an exerted creature won't untap during your next untap step because it's just so tired. It really exerted itself last attack step, and it just needs to lie down for 1 extra turn, please. Unless you play a Sparring Mummy and untap it. Ha-sha-sha. Yeah, Hooded Brawler was very good. That's why we gave it a nickname. Everyone just called it Hoodie B. Everyone loves Hoodie B. Now, I have a bone to pick. I've already used this joke. It wasn't even good the first time. And here I are again. Wow, I'm really starting to lose it today. Here I are again on my own. James is gone. It's just me now. Here I are again on my own. It's Bone Picker. The card is Bone Picker. It's a good card. It doesn't need to be associated with these terrible attempts at entertainment. It's 3 and a black for a 3/2 bird with flying and death touch. But it costs 3 less to cast if a creature died this turn, so you can play it for just 1 mana. I have no bone to pick with Bone Picker. That's the thing. I don't have any beef with Bone Picker. This card is great. I wish for it to be in my deck. I don't know why I keep trying to start shenanigans with Bone Picker. I'm sorry. Now I'm sitting here by myself talking to the cards. That's chaos. Ronus's Monument. 3 mana artifact. Legendary artifact. I never noticed these were legendary. Huh. Green creature spells you cast cost 1 generic less. And whenever you cast a creature spell, target creature you control gains +2/+2 and trample until end of turn. One of the better monuments. I think Oketra's Monument was still the best. Bontu's was all right. This one was good in the right deck. This one was pretty good. You like how earlier I made a reference to Jurassic Park that came out in 1993? The kids love a Jurassic Park reference. I mean, you, statistically speaking, are probably not the kids. I don't know that the kids are watching this channel. Sound off below. Please. On Crop Champion. See how I smoothly transitioned from a grunt of existential sadness into the name of this card? 2 green white for a 4/4 human warrior. You may exert on Crop Champion as it attacks. When you do, untap all other creatures you control. This thing was frightening. Green white, go wide, slam, untap, like exert, you know, you're exerting like your Hooded Brawler or whatever, exert some other stuff as well, but then you untap those things. Ooh-wee. Haha, yes! Our rare, Hapatra, Vizier of Poisons. Black, green for a 2/2 legendary human cleric. Whenever Hapatra, Vizier of Poisons deals combat damage to a player, you may put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Whenever you put 1 or more -1/-1 counters on a creature, create a 1/1 green snake creature token with death touch. Very much enjoyed Hapatra. And we got an island. My only disappointment to Amonkhet Remastered is I never got to put together the -1/-1 counters deck. It's a real shame of that format. Just couldn't make it happen. Now, of course, draft-wise, you know, I may have spoiled it, but I'm definitely taking Hapatra in a draft here. Value-wise, only 1 card in this pack is actually worth over $1, and even then only barely. And that is, of course, the legendary Ronus's Monument, which is worth $1.15. So that's a pack of Amonkhet. Now I just want to play OG Amonkhet and draft the -1/-1 counters deck. Oh well. Maybe I'll get a chance to do that sometime. And maybe you will decide that you wish to send us a pack to crack on Crack a Pack. You super don't have to, but if you want to, you can at our P.O. Box, Attention Crack a Pack. That's going to do it for this one. A reminder that this show and everything we do is brought to you by you and your kind support of our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. I've been Graham. Shout outs to the editors. That is going to do it. What was that? What was that outro? That is gonna do it. I'm Graham. Here.